Sorry, my dog is being an idiot. Hey. I'll be there in a second. Sorry. What up, Nika? Sorry, Ziggy was being dumb, so give me 1 second. I gotta share this real quick. Not much. Ziggy was being a butt, so I had to go give him a treat or a bone to chew. All right, I'm back. Yeah, Ziggy was just being well, Ziggy. So I'm so tired today, man. I was tired yesterday too. I do like this new lilac color. It's pretty. So Chris and I were talking about this at lunch and trying to figure out like how to keep people like interested in the thing instead of my stream instead of just like popping in, leaving, and otherwise like not engaging and stuff. So trying to think what would be what's something besides the art that you guys would like to help get my viewership and watch time and all that kind of stuff up, or something that you'd like me to add in doing instead of talking to you guys and responding to everybody's message or comments. Should I like not do that or what? Like I don't. I mean, suggestion time. We're just trying to make sure that this is getting to be the channel gets to be successful. So Oh, sweet! I have to check it out. Let me check it out real quick. Ghost. There it is. That's the button I need. Oh, nice. Is that like her glitching out or something, Ghost? I like it though, but is it like I don't know the reference. Like what I think it's because she's glitching out, right? Or having a stroke. Because I've seen like the glitchy version of her, and it's rather creepy. So there we go. Hello, Fearless. Yeah, so like I said, I was trying to see is there something that I can do differently, or you think that I should do differently in the streams to help people interested, or am I doing what I should be doing and I should just deal with I don't know, deal with it. I don't know who she is, but she's neat looking, so we're gonna put her with Disney. I'm gonna start watching it soon because the last episode comes next month, so I'm gonna start watching it. Yeah, but targets and stuff before, and it doesn't really very well. So I don't know. I really don't know what is a good idea or not in that aspect. So it's not the right color for her either. Actually, it is. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know, just trying to figure it out because like I'm so close to getting monetized. I want to be able to give you guys something that's not gonna show up real well, actually. So we need to do a different color because like we're gonna start the membership stuff soon, and that'll be I'm gonna do the lowest tier, like the 99 cents a month membership thing, but I need to figure out something that's beneficial for you guys. So oh no, that sucks, Haru. Why? What up, Rivet? How you doing? You gonna go to watch it in the theater, Ghost? Yeah. So when I reach the 3,000 watch hour mark, I can start with memberships, and then you guys can do super likes and things like that. And I mean, that's not gonna ever be like mandatory or anything, but it'll be like you give me a super like, and it's $5 or something like that. Um, and then the membership, the 99 cents, will be to help out with like conventions, buying new markers, buying stuff, doing giveaways, and things like that. Ooh, that'd be cool. I've heard of people going to go watch it. So what do I need? I need a weird color. I need like a sickly fucking green color that I don't currently have. You want to watch Michael? Oh, the Michael Jackson movie. Uh, I hope it's good. I do. I hope it's good. We'll see. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that better for now as a base color. Yeah, I hope it's good. I hope the Michael movie's good. I think it will be, but you never know. So let me do this real quick. Well, actually, this might be the wrong color, but we'll see. I don't know enough about Michael Jackson's life to be honest with you to know how good or accurate that movie will be, but I know Crystal would. My biggest memory of Michael Jackson, honestly, is like him getting set on fire at the Pepsi commercial and shit, and then his dad yelling at him, like seeing that stuff when I was younger. And then all the weird shit with Michael Jackson, like, you know. Me too. Circus talking about Rivet abstract. Oh, neat. Ribbit. Yes, Ghost. Amazon has these for like a set of these for 120. That's what I use. There's like 120 of them, and they're like 40 to 50 bucks depending on like the day of the week or whatever it is. But I would definitely like ask for some of these for Christmas or birthday or something like that because like they're really good. They're really really good. And all of the weird colors that I can't do in that I don't have in Posca, these work so well with. So definitely recommend the Guana. I can't ever say the fucking word right. But I definitely recommend these like as a brand that if they would ever like I don't know sponsor me, I'd be like hell yeah I use these all the time. But even if they since they don't sponsor me, I still use these all the time. So well that's cool. I am not a musical person very much. So like I do not have the same connection to music as people do as other people do usually. And I don't know why. No like specific reasoning on like why I don't have a good connection with music, but I just do not uh yep, no idea. It's also probably why I can't remember like lyrics and shit. Well, it's definitely why I can't like all of that's combined or uh mixed together, I guess. Da, da. Oh, nice. Like this one. Let me see. Or this one. These are the other ones that I use. My favorite shade color actually was the 650, 644, and then 758 is another one that's like really, really nice for shading. So I like I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. A whole lot. So I got them for Christmas like last year, the year before, and I wasn't sure about them at first, and I didn't like them at first. But the more I messed with, the more I played with them, the more I dealt with them, the more I'm like, hell yeah, okay, these are really good. So yeah, so yeah, I really like these. They're really, really, really nice. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I recommend the 120 pack of these if you get a choice. The 72 pack is good too, but spend the extra little money and get the 120. I definitely say yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Fucking hating this. Not really. I actually like this a lot. I just don't know why I'm not. I'm just tired. And like I said earlier, I'm just really tired for some reason today. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he is. Uh, well, don't go to sleep. I'm tired, Moon Cat. What's up, cats? And Sebastian is correct. Stevifer. Yeah, Stevifer Herring Star. The brainchild of Sebastian and Crystal's awesome minds of craziness. What is a lighter color than 707? So probably willow green. Yeah, let's do that. Stevifer. Stevifer Harrington. Herring Star. Sorry. Choose three. I'm not, I don't know. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. That's not. I understand, cats. I'm exhausted myself. And I don't know why, really. Just very, very tired today. Like, more tired than I feel like I should be. Trying to figure out what I need to do. I don't know where she's at. In like 6 minutes. He is still ziggying. Yes, he doesn't stop ziggying. Unless he's asleep. And then that's about the only time he's like, I'm done being a ziggy. The rest of the time it's fucking full throttle ahead. Yeah, Ziggy has two speeds: sleep and stop. Full force. Yeah, full speed ahead, Ziggy. So I've got a question. Has everybody signed up for the email list for the website? Like I said, you don't have to do anything, but it just helps get the website, or it helps the website out. If you guys sign up for the store's email address listing, and you get, a discount off of something soon. Um, Also, sharing my work is like stupidly important. Can you please share? Um, yeah, I don't know what else I was trying to think of right offhand, but yeah, sharing is caring, and caring is sharing. Help me, help me, help me. Oh, okay. So that's purple. Shit. Do I not have it lighter purple on this? 607. Dun, dun. That might work, but I don't know. All right, there we go. I cannot. I don't know how to. I don't know how to help you stop coughing. If I did, I would probably be a millionaire by now because I'd have that cure all stuff. Here, take Keith's magic cough away. Yes, because that's the easiest thing. Just shut your mouth and stop coughing. All you got to do is just stop. Didn't you know? I think Mooncat's onto something. You just stop coughing, man. That's all you do. Don't want to sneeze? Just don't do it. Tell your brain no. I'm not. We ain't listening to you. I'm in charge. Not you. Sneeze. It's like the whole if somebody yawns and you don't yawn, then you might be a psychopath thing. Like, well, you can't force yourself not to yawn. Every time you try to stop yourself from yawning, you're like, oh, I got to do it now. See you later, Mooncat. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, those are Ziggy noises. He's eating his bone. Give him a bone so he'd stop bothering me with the trying to get his damn toy. So, yes, definitely Ziggy sounds. Why does this always do this on the fucking... It's the white. The white is the worst paint when it comes to painting on paper. Like this, man. I swear. Tears the paper. It pulls the paper up. It just messes up. I don't get it. I do not. They were here. Yeah, I've done the trending audio thing, but the problem with the shorts comes down to is they do not help me in any capacity. So, in that, what I mean is, shorts are great, but they do not give me anything towards the monetization or helping me get people to come to the channel as much. Like, I could get a viral short to pop up and it might give me a boost in numbers on how many people subscribe to me. But like, even when I'm getting paid, it won't be a whole lot of money that YouTube will pay me for a short versus the long format videos. Um, so getting people to stay and watch and stuff is the hard part right now. And I'm not gonna do like the dumb shit to try to clickbait people into watching me either. I think that's. I'm an artist. I'm here for you to, for people to see my art. So, but also like the big thing is I've got to start getting people to start, buying art again. I know times are hard and world is tough and shit, but like I got to get people buying my art again. That's why I need people to share the posts and talk to, stay in the lives and click the like button and all of those things so that I can get the algorithm of YouTube to start in on helping me pushing my channel. So that's why when there's a bunch of people in here and nobody hits like and then they leave and then they come back and then they leave and then they come back and then they leave, that kind of messes up the uh, YouTube algorithm. So or at least in my part, it messes up the algorithm because it tells YouTube that like people don't want to stay and watch my stuff. So got to fix it. Yeah, I all of those things. I do all of those things already, and yeah, we're still in the situation of can't. Also, the other flip side issue with some of it is like when it comes down to liking and not liking stuff, leaving the channel before that it doesn't help. Also, my paintings I did, Mitsuri hit 70, 10,000 likes, right? And so I had that viral bump. And during that time, it said I got 700 new subscribers to my channel. That's a lie, because during that time I did not get 700 new subscribers to my channel. I wasn't over 500 yet. But according to that trending moment and that viral moment, it bumped me up. Said I had gotten 700 and something new subscribers. Not true. Not the case. So, yeah. Jumping on the trend bandwagons and stuff like that. I've done some of them. And, yeah, they don't work as well. Or at least I'm not getting them to work so well in my case, or my needs. But again, it comes down to I've got to get you guys, my my fans, my subscribers, and my watcher people to actually like share my work with other people. Uh, that's a big benefit if people can share and see my work. Because I can only share so much because like Facebook lets I'll share it on Facebook, I'll share it, I'll post it on my art page, I'll put it on Instagram, I'll do any of those things, and if nobody likes it, nobody looks at it, I can only do so much. But if you guys share it, somebody that might see my stuff and be like, oh fuck, I like that, right? And so yeah, that's the big thing. I've got to get you guys sharing my work as well. But I get all kinds of excuses on why people can't or won't share my art. I don't know. My favorite is people I've known for a long time are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you. I haven't seen any of your stuff on Facebook. Like this would be them on Facebook. Like, man, I haven't seen any of your work. How? I post like every day." Thank you, Husky. How you doing? I do. I stay positive. Well, I mean, the big issue comes down to me because like engagement. People pop in, they leave. At least like Husky come in, said something, which I appreciate, and I think that's awesome because it doesn't just leave me hanging that I'm not doing something right. Um, and but it's I'm an artist and I'm trying to get my art out there, but people won't. It's hard to get my art out there when I can't get people to share it or like it or see it or whatever. Or they see it and then they're like, "Oh, that's cool," and then I wonder if it's for sale. It's for sale, and then nobody wants to do anything. So nobody wants to buy. So yeah, fun. Yeah. So for a long time, IG was or Instagram was my best platform, and then I don't know what happened to IG or Instagram or whatever you want to call it. Say, uh, it used to be like I said my best platform for people to see my stuff. Now I can't get people to like my stuff, or if I do, there's some stupid bot thing that doesn't really exist. It's some girl with like 9 pictures on her fucking profile and 16 letter or numbers on her name. Stephanie 1945677 liked your post. Oh well, that person doesn't exist. It's a spam account. Um, on Facebook, it boils down to people. Facebook legitimately hides my work from people, hides my stuff from people. They won't see it for 3 days after I post it. Every time without fail. Um, so yeah. That's why I kind of even stopped posting on Instagram. Even now, where I keep trying to tell myself I need to post more on Instagram, I won't do it because, like, what's the point? I'm tired. Yeah. The being ignored is hard. Especially on Facebook. That's like people I know and I've known for years will like I haven't seen any of your work. Why not? I haven't looked. Oh, okay. Oh, I stopped following your art page, man, because you just post art all the time. Well, no shit. Like, what are you supposed to do on an art page? Monster. Okay. Monster High. I'm trying to think of what Monster High. I don't know. Right offhand. Yep. This is why I don't like comic book covers versus canvases. Is this shit? That white should have already been dry, and then all of a sudden it's just not. Monster High? Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't know on that one. And I probably know Monster High. I'm just not. My brain's not making it. Like she said something earlier about a Disney movie on the last live, and I was like, I don't know what that movie is. And then I had to like Google it, and then I was like, oh, I know what that movie is. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, crap. So what do you think so far, guys? I like it so far. It's annoying because it's paper, but it's the only problem I have. I bet it'd be easier on if I had like if I used color pencils or even Copics. I bet you Copics might work better on these on this paper. I don't know. Copic, however you want to say it. Like it works well on these markers work well on the paper. It's just I don't. Sometimes the coverage is not that great, or it's really good and then it's not. I don't know. It absorbs the paint. Yeah. I don't like Copics though. I'm not a fan of the Copic marker overall. I used to use just like black, but for me, I can't use them, so like they don't work real well for me. So I'm not a fan for sure. They 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 bleed too much for me in my liking. So like they bleed together the colors. Look at this. Marcella, what's up? Yeah. Definitely good to see you too, Marcella. And you're right, Mika. People will buy like some expensive shit sometimes and then not have any reason to have it. But they're like, well, I need it because it's for whatever reason, right? And you're like, but you don't you can't use that. You don't know how to use that. Like, what are you doing with it? Well, hit the like button there, Marcella, if you haven't already. Um, trying to figure out how I need to do what I need to do here. So, I mean, yeah, there's that. Or I need it because it'll make me better if I have this over anything else. That's usually what a lot of it boils down to is people think that they need the high end, high expensive shit. Um, or else they're not, good enough or capable enough or whatever. But then again, same concept is I've seen people who can't draw a stick figure like sell their shit for lots of money. So I don't know what the difference. I don't know what the disconnect is, and that's what I've been trying to figure out. What the disconnect between why people will not buy my art versus why they used to buy my art, whatever. Yeah, I will say here. I will say this. This is a good example of things. This is rough as hell, and it's a lot to do with the quality of markers that I had at the time of using this. So that's part of the issue. Also, let me see. I think I'm glitchy right now, so let me do something. Oh yeah, my Wi-Fi was off. All right. Anyway, but yeah, the quality of marker on this versus like this quality is Posca versus the off-brand shit that I was using. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the off-brand shit that I was using got me going and figuring out like what I'm doing now with this stuff. But quality of marker only could get me so far on those in comparison to what quality of marker can get me with the Poscas, if that makes more sense. So yes, sometimes quality matters more than it doesn't, but it's also a lot of has to do with what you can do with what materials you have. Like my spray paint, for example, I don't use expensive spray paints. I use Walmart Rust-Oleum. Thank you. Did it pixelate real quick? It should be better now. I had to turn my Wi-Fi on. Sorry, but yeah. So part of the thing is people will like photo equipment is a good example. Like people will go out and buy $10,000 worth of fucking photo equipment, right? And never be able to take a picture. And then have $20,000 worth of fucking editing equipment and software because of the same problem. They couldn't take the picture to begin with. So, what are you doing? Like, if you can't take the picture to begin with, then you might not want to be doing the art or that style of work. But I don't know. It just, like I said, it just comes down to it's hard to figure out, like, what the disconnect is, why people will not buy my work versus I see I see some really really not good stuff getting bought sometimes, or the illusion of it's getting bought. Like somebody's like, "Oh man, I sold such and such, or I sold this," and you're like, "But you're saying you're selling something like every other week, and like I see the quality of your work, and I don't understand how you sell anything." But that's yeah. I don't know. And it's not so much I'm bitter or anything. I'm just trying to figure out what the deal is. because I think the quality of my work is good enough to sell. It has sold before. It's just getting it going again is getting frustratingly slow or hard. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, like I said, I really don't understand it. And I understand some of you guys are international, some of you guys are kids, some of you guys can't afford my art because of ages and shit like that. And so, not specifically at any of you guys in the chat. I'm just curious on some of it, though. Like I said, just trying to figure out what I can do differently on the channel to get people to stay and watch and keep people engaged or interested long enough than jumping in and then saying, fuck it, I'm out. I don't like this guy, or I don't like the art, or I don't want to wait till some process happens, right? And like, I don't know what else to do because I don't sing and dance and I'm not a fucking, stage puppet. Yeah, but I've been working on this for over a year. Uh, I've been working on this stuff for over a year now. I've been pushing this YouTube channel for almost a year now. I've been doing art since 2014, and I have never once had this much trouble selling art until recently. So it's kind of frustrating. Especially, like I said, with people just ignoring the stuff on Facebook or not you know, nobody shares my work here. Nobody is like, oh man, I know this cool artist guy here as much. A couple of you guys do, but some, for the most part, like my shares, the share metric, every one of those shares I've shared, almost all of them. So like getting people to do that even is kind of hard. And everybody's like, "Oh, I don't have this. I don't have that." Well, you have friends. You have some way to text them or message them or show them, and people are just like, "No." Well, Dijon, yeah, that's part of it. Uh, it's the gimme, gimme, gimme aspect of I don't want to actually do the work or put forth any effort and stuff. It's like the caricature drawings, or like currently right now, everybody who is involved in that Johnny Depp art scandal shit that people don't seem to understand that's what it is. From everything I've read, it's a fucking scam, but people are signing up for it left and right, giving away their art to some probably AI generation crap. Yeah, if I had to guess and put money on it, it's probably some AI generated uh, like feed me art shit. Yep. Like da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Hey. Do, 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 do. Hey. Like in marching band days right there, guys. Oh, shit. Back in the day when I was in the marching band. That shit was fun back when I was in high school. I enjoyed being in the marching band, being a band nerd, you know. Being a band nerd, man. Although band camp in August, an 80 or 90-degree like August day sucked. I've played. I played tuba in high school marching band. I played baritone in my high school marching band. I can play the guitar a little bit. I can play the trombone, trumpet, and trumpet, trombone, baritone. Yeah, a couple brass instruments and stuff. Not well and not good enough to be like, oh, I'm excellent. But like I have been able, I can play them. So Guitar. Guitar. Just because it's fun and you can do a lot more with it, in my opinion. Baritone and trombone and tuba and all of that stuff. What is your problem, little man? Why are you upset? Why are you sad? What you sad for? Huh? What you acting all sad for? What you do? What'd you do? What'd you do wrong? Huh? You're looking like you did something wrong. Oh, you just want up. Okay. Uh, Dude, you've got to give me room. Butthead. 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 Okay, Ziggy. I'm beating up Ziggy. He's sitting behind me right now. Uh, Taking up 90% of my chair. So, good for him, you know. Let's do this. One thing. Two things? Three things. Hat tricks. Yes, he would have been a lot different. In the aspect of, you know, he's already very, very smart and very, very capable. I just think he would be easier. He might be easier to learn, to teach, and you know, stuff like that. I do think that he might be easier in that aspect if he could hear. But overall, he also might just be more of an asshole because he can hear and then he chooses not to listen. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think we Crystal and I were talking about that the other day. Like if Ziggy could hear, how much different it would be with him. But here's the thing: if Ziggy could hear, we probably wouldn't have him. And I know that sounds weird, but we probably wouldn't have Ziggy if he could hear, because one of the reasons that we ended up getting Ziggy the way we got him was because he can't hear. He was free, because dogs here around here are like $3,000-$4,000 at a pet store, and we got him at a pet store, but he you know, so he couldn't hear, and that was one of the reasons that we were able to get him. And the big reason why we were like, yes, give him here, we'll take him right now, because we also knew that if we didn't get Ziggy, somebody bad might have gotten Ziggy and not taken care of him right. You know, so yeah, in cats' cases, that would be a hard one because, you know, they're cats and they do what they want anyway. And like hell, we only domesticated cats because they were like, "Hey man, those people have food, and I don't have to hunt for it." So, or what I do have to hunt for is like vermin, and you know, I'm gonna do that anyway. But now I have a warm place to sleep. So, of course, it would do that every time, man. Every time. I just can't help but fuck up something with my hand. Although I do think it's funny that we tell people Ziggy's deaf, and every time, every time we get asked the question, "Well, are you sure he's deaf?" and he's just not just, I don't know, not paying attention like a dog, a normal dog. Yeah, his vet said he's deaf. The place that we got him said he was deaf. I'm pretty sure every time I've yelled out Ziggy and he just doesn't pay attention, it's because he can't hear me. I'm pretty damn positive he's deaf. So, yeah, it was. What up, Vox? How you doing? Just for the fact that I didn't have somebody at home with me that gave a shit all the time. Because, I've got Buddy and Sonny here, but they don't like me as in the aspect of their cats, and they don't really care about shit but what cats want. And so, like, the whole time I would be here during the day, both of them ignore me for the most part. So now, I have to get up and take Ziggy outside and stuff like that. But that's the biggest difference is instead of having two cats at the house ignoring me when Crystal's at work, I have Ziggy who won't ignore me when I want him to. When I want him to leave me alone, he's like, nope, not doing it. Ah. So yeah, life was a little different without the Ziggy Poo, but much better now with the Ziggy Poo. And Ziggy is not the dog that we were looking at, like originally, the type of dog anyway we were looking at. Originally, Crystal and I were wanting to get a Klekai, which is an Alaskan Malamute, a Pomeranian, and a Husky mix that is like a mini Husky in the aspect of how it looks and talks and acts and stuff. And now we're both very much happy that we did not get one of those because they shed real bad and they're very, very, very loud and vocal. So Ziggy is loud and vocal already too, but he'd be way worse if he could hear. So that's one good thing about Ziggy is like outside stuff that normal dogs would bark at, Ziggy doesn't care. Fireworks and stuff, Ziggy doesn't care. Um, loud noises, something outside at the door, the wind blowing, any of that stuff, Ziggy doesn't care. So it's kind of the best thing in the world for Ziggy being deaf. But again, the hardest problem about Ziggy being deaf that we deal with on a daily basis is, yelling at him to get his attention because he's doing something that he doesn't need to be doing, or he got into something he doesn't need to get into, or any of that stuff, and you can't. Oh, I bet. Well, same way with here because the temperature. You got the humidity, at least in India, there, whereas in like here, we just have the excessive heat. And with the excessive heat, it comes down to you have that, you have a, shit, I'm trying to think on how to say it. With the excessive heat, you have here dogs with hair and fur and stuff like that are harder to maintain because they get so hot. So, um, it's 4:30 a.m. for Mika box, or for so. Right, Vox? It's like 4:30 there for you, or Mika. Because you got that half time zone shit. Yeah, 3:38. Right. Okay. Well, you're on the East Coast, right? Or what? East Coast. Yeah, you're on the East Coast, Ghost. You're on Eastern time, right? Yeah. Shit. Because I was on Central time when I lived in Alabama, and I think you're an hour ahead of what I was in Alabama. So time zones are so weird. I'm telling you, though, that shit's so weird. You guys are all in the fucking future and stuff. So it's Cinco de Mayo Day here in America, which means people are going to get drunk and stupid here in a little while, all in the name of uh, Mexican independence. Yeah, that's the big drinking holiday for today. Anyway, um, yeah, yeah. Cats is ahead of you too. I think Cats is 13 hours ahead of you or me. Fifth, or yeah. So she's 2 hours ahead of you. I don't know why that gets so muddy sometimes. Yeah, yeah. She's like, there. Speaking of cats, Cats is like 15 hours ahead of me. So, uh, that's the reference. And then I'm adding in some like old school kind of details that I've looked up from like other uh, Maleficent. I gotta figure out. I might have to start doing that. Saving the reference to put up on the screen or something, maybe for you guys. I don't know. I don't even know how to do that, to be honest with you. So, never mind. I'll stop because I'm promising some shit that I can't do. I don't think right now. Can you see these like white lines right now? Or not really. Uh, you slept through quite a bit of it. What up, Rue? Welcome back. One's Haru and one's Vox Fox, or different Vox, but you know. You slept through some of it, cats, but you need sleep, so I'm gonna forgive you. Do you guys know who Billy Zane is? Any of you guys know who Billy Zane is? By the way, I know I talked about him earlier, but do you guys, any of you know? All right, yeah. Can't see the white. Yes, you should always post your drawings. I would like to see them. So, yeah. Billy the chicken with the chick. Billy with the bad pox. Yep. Poor Billy. Poor Billy. All right. So we need this pink. There we go. I like that. All right. What do I do now? All right. What's next? This is what's next. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, aura of power. Power! She's got the power. The emerald green flames of voodoo-ness. Yep. Burrs. Um, I'm sorry, Haru. Is there anything? Thank you, Cats. Is there anything we can do? I need 700. 3:20 p.m. Dun, 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 dun. Not gonna lie, I like no eyes look more or no pupils. She's not getting them, so we're not giving her any pupils. We're just brightening them up a little bit. Other than this little black line that I'm doing. I was trying to see a way of giving her a highlight in her eye, and it's just not going to work right. So we're just gonna make sure her eyes are more bright. I do have a bag of chips. Yeah, I like that. And then I did it on. Ziggy eats. No, he doesn't really eat any human food. We give him like a piece of chicken or stuff like that every now and then, but not really. No. Yep. Anyway, she's done. I think. I say she's done, but I need to just smooth out some of this coloring. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It is 3:25 for me. But yeah, anyway. Maleficent. She is done. And we'll count the markers. Want to put your guys' bets in? $26. 26. That's not a bad one. Oh, well, you want to see it again, Haru? I can show it to you. He's pretty easy to grab. Well, I will not do that. You guys are all, wow, Cats is close. Lower, though. Yeah, Star Wars one from yesterday scared Haru. Wow. Lower. Cats is closest. I can't believe Darth Maul. Oh, no, I was wrong. One more. Sorry. One more. Oh, very close. Very, very close. Ba-da-da, bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da. Vox wins. It was 15, but I counted the last one. It was 16. 16. Vox, you already won. Say I'm done, and then I realize I have this. Yeah, now I'm done. Okay, she's done. Why are we fighting? No fighting. No fighting. There's no fighting in baseball. Wait, that's crying. There's no crying in baseball. So, yeah. Oh, really, Ziggy? Oh. All good. All good. Thanks for joining it all, though. I appreciate it anyway. But Maleficent is done and in the books. I think Ziggy approves. He can't see color, so we don't know. He might think my art sucks because he can't see the colors. To him, it's all just black and white garbage. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I've got a Gargoyles comic book cover and a Supergirl comic book cover. Blanks. And then, yeah. So maybe do one of those soon. Sweet. All right. He's deaf. I think all dogs can't see colors. I don't think, or like, and I might be wrong on that, but there was a thing about dogs only saw black and white when I was a kid, and that's kind of stuck in my head. Sorry, I keep hitting my cord. So, Ziggy is deaf, but colorblind is what I was talking about. Yeah, no, my puppy Ziggy is deaf. Which is, you know, whatever. Slightly more challenging than not having a deaf dog. They say you can't see black, you see white when you're blind. Like it's just a white light or whatever. But then again, I don't know. I'm not blind. And for me, I just can't see shit. Everything is blurry. Without my glasses, anyway. With my glasses, I can see all right, but I gotta get them. I gotta get some new glasses at some point. So I don't. 7. It's. All right. Anyway, on that note, wow. I'm gonna give you guys a hint. I used the same amount of markers on her as I did Darth Maul. Ooh, neat. We made up our sign language for Ziggy. Like, made it all up, so yeah. But anyway, guys, on this note, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll post a video of Maleficent sometime soon. But you guys also know the answer to Darth Maul too. So okay. Well, see you guys later. Bye. Have a good one.